I am sorry for starting this video off like this. I do hope you continue listening. I do have much to say about Terminator Genisys, but that is the feeling that I have of Terminator Genisys after having watched 2 hours of the movie. I only spent $5. It was some sort of special deal at the local theater. And is this movie worthy of your time? Is it worthy of your money? Yes, yes, and no, and no. I give this movie both a good and a bad rating, if that's possible. This movie, first off, is hard to even understand. It is both understandable and incomprehensible. Unbelievable. It's like you will have to watch this movie at least twice to fully understand it, and the same applies to me. I was having a long difficulty trying to understand the movie while watching it, but having watched it and now having read the plot from Wikipedia, now I have a better understanding of the movie. But that is going to be a problem for a great number of people, whether you're listening to this video or not. Is that are you going to be able to understand this movie, and are you going to be able to truly believe that Emilia Clarke is Sarah Connor? Now, when I think of Sarah Connor, I think of the original Sarah Connor, Linda Hamilton from the original Terminator, and also her role as Sarah Connor in Terminator 2. Those two movies stand out in the series. They just do. Nothing can replace them. I would even say that probably Terminator 2 is by far the best. The music adds to the sinister atmosphere that can be felt when watching Terminator 2. Terminator 2 is not a comedy. It doesn't have any comedic value. Yet in Terminator Genisys you will see certain scenes that are supposed to be funny. Is this what a Terminator movie should be? A mixture of action and comedy? I would say no. The original Terminator was just damn scary. Plain and simple. I have no other way to say it. It's just a scary movie. And in a way, so was Terminator 2. But in Terminator Genisys, it's like there's a certain scenes, especially with the music cues, that make it seem somewhat comedic, laughable, if you will. Not necessarily at the movie, but you may have that feeling at the movie if you don't agree with everything you've seen prior to those scenes in the movie. Emilia Clarke as Sarah Connor, widely known as the Mother of Dragons from Game of Thrones, that was a problem. And her accent was a problem because I'm used to her having a British accent, and now in this movie she has an American accent, so that just threw me off. And she's like a very, very cute actress. See, I remember Sarah Connor as like this mean, grunge, like gothic type of woman. Then you have Emilia Clarke as this really cute, gullible looking woman. So it's a complete contrast there. Then you have Kyle Reese, played by Jay Courtney. Now, I never really heard of Jay Courtney before, and I don't think this actor did as good a job as Kyle Reese as the original Kyle Reese from Terminator. But I did like Jason Clarke as John Connor. I'm not going to go into detail as to why, but I think the actor Jason Clarke did one hell of a job with this role. Again, this is a movie where you're either going to like it or hate it or both. And unfortunately, I'm sad to say this movie has received a lot of unfavorable reviews. But in the end, it's up to you whether you want to go to your local theater and watch the movie, or just wait for it to come on to pay-per-view and maybe you can just rent it for $5. Fortunately, today I was lucky to watch this movie in 3D for just $5. So I was lucky today, but I know that not everyone is going to be as lucky, and some of you will have to pay $15 and up to watch this movie at an IMAX 3D theater or a 3D theater, or I even believe a standard theater, which would be at least a minimum of $10. I would say for the majority of you listening, if you're not so much a fan of the new recent Terminator movies, I would say wait on this one, wait for it to come out on pay-per-view and just rent it.